This poem is called So, and it's written by Julie Major. When 2020 started, it was just a normal year. But then came the virus, and with it, the fear. People lost loved ones and friends they held dear. Pubs and shops closed and essentials disappeared. People were panic buying, selfish in demand. Nobody thought of the elderly or in fact the rest of mankind. Face masks became normal, people not allowed to meet. And everyone scared the virus would sweep them off their feet. Hopefully one day soon the virus will go away and the world will go back to normal, living every day. But there's a thing much more dangerous that does harm to man, and even a mask won't protect you when you go for a walk in town. That thing is lack of kindness, no thought for one another. People hating or stabbing someone they once called their brother. Until people stand up and treat each other right, mankind will do more damage than any virus we fight. We changed on the outside to try and beat the virus, but we need to change what's in our hearts and how we feel inside us. The world needs to be kinder and all stand together to create a better world for our kids, not just for today, but forever.
Hello, my name is Aurelio Ducran, and I'm going to recite a poem to you by Robert Macaulay called Life on the Street. Your world in a bag. Carry your home, all your belongings, over one arm. Life on the street. Never to be. Living in comfort. A bed of concrete. Cup in your hand. Begging for more. Couple of coins, hot food by the door. Life on the street. Shiver and cold. Aging expressions. Nothing, no more. Pleading for help. No hands to hold. People walk by. No streets paved with gold. Life on the street. Degrading and mean. You're on your own. No place to call home. A bottle of wine. A shot in the arm. Everything hazy. Do yourself harm. Life on the street. Rough living life. People are dying. They've given up hope.
Reflections of 2020, 31st of January. First case of coronavirus in the UK was confirmed. 2 members of the same family had COVID, we learned. Professor Chris Whitty said that patients receiving care, we are using tried and tested controls, but we are left in despair. The 2 people then died on March the 5th. The virus was taking hold. It is making people sick. 16th of March. The Prime Minister encourages social distancing rules, then announces on the 23rd he is closing all schools. Infrequently it was possible you could leave your home to perform necessities or exercise alone. The mental stress or violence that you may have to endure, encouraged, discouraged, nervous or unsure. 24th of March. Addressing the nation, the announcement came. Shut all your doors, non-essentials in the frame. No one should be meeting, not even family or friends. Stay at home, protect the NHS until we can see an end. PM sets out lockdown and warns the science is clear. This is not unrealistic. To the rules, adapt and adhere. 4th of July. Most wide-ranging changes came into force. Help out to eat out was positively endorsed. However, the experience lasted a few weeks when it was noticed infection rates had started to peak. Learning that this virus was again taking hold, it was a mammoth task to gain some control. 14th of October. Government abandoned attempt by means of piecemeal, introduced in local regulations a 3-tier ordeal. confirming the levels to be set at medium, high and very high. He set out how this new approach will be simpler and standardised why. Primarily, he aimed to reduce household-to-household transmission by preventing and allaying the doubts of suspicions. 25th of March. In regions of England in tiers 1, 2 and 3, Christmas bubbles will be allowed, but we can't guarantee. The infection rate won't rise if your bubbles are broke. The good that we've done will all be revoked. So sit on your morals and let's all do our bit. Get rid of this virus. Take the vaccine. Commit.
The Year of Loss, Hope and Togetherness by Catherine Culver. In March 2020, when COVID hit, we had a battle, which everyone could see. We had no idea how long it would last, but we'd get through it eventually. All we could see was a worldwide crisis. We hadn't got a clue how to find our way. We'd made mistakes as we kept on learning, but we were pretty sure we'd be okay. If it wasn't for Boris and the scientists to tell us when, where or how, if we hadn't all pulled together and worked as a team, we wouldn't be where we are now. With the country in lockdown, we searched the house for things to do and fix, but to keep our spirits and motivation high, we did squats and star jumps with our lovely Joe Wicks. Hearts got broken and we all felt blue. We knew we'd face mountains along the way. We had to stay strong, is what we had to do, but I'm pretty sure we'll be okay. We'd said thank you to the NHS, key workers for keeping our country going. We thanked Sir Tom Moore for raising millions and keeping our optimism flowing. Now we have a vaccine, there's light at the end of the tunnel. We will soon be able to have a drink with friends and give our loved ones a cuddle.
Take Accountability for Your Racism by Jennifer Levy. Have the conversation. Hurtful systematic racism lets me make it clear. The rank hypocrisy of ignorance is here. How can you tell me how I feel when I am the only black in the room? Now that's an ordeal. Then I may say something because you think I should stay silent. Then you call me aggressive and say that I am violent. You characterise my actions as mindless criminality, most often endorsed by British authorities' mentality, attention directed to their actions and policies, arguments and violence is thrown at black minorities. Rejecting public inquiries of the most controversial incidents, the British state continue marginalisation of ethnic immigrants, utilise records that details accusations of misconduct, brutality from the police, no wonder the mistrust. Left unexamined, we argue their refusal to admit, unwilling to investigate allegations or culprits. Don't tell me when you look at me, you don't see black, because that's what I am, and that is a fact.
Short Reflection by Odette Fielding. As I sit looking out the window at the grey sky, watching the raindrops pass by, why did coronavirus raise its ugly head? I wonder why. When will life return to normal again? I have followed the rules. Hands, face, space, not going out, and if I show any symptoms, to isolate. When will life return to normal again? I have been lucky to have a household that has sometimes been manic, planning meals and lunches, remembering to buy milk that is organic. But my guests have left, leaving me bereft, left me feeling static. When will life return to normal again? I have stopped watching the news, tired of the graphs and numbers of people dying. When I force myself to watch, I feel like crying. When will life return to normal again? I miss hugging my granddaughter. That seems so long ago in a distant past. It's not the same touching palms and kissing through glass. When will life return to normal again? It's not all negative, I remind myself. The days are getting longer, the sun growing stronger. I have avoided the COVID snake. My family has survived this plague. Mother-in-law has been vaccinated, and my fear for her has abated. So, when we are summoned for our vaccine that makes our hopes soar, perhaps not too far in the future, and perhaps in late spring, perhaps then life will return to normal again.
Fattening the Curve by Claire Batista. 4 weeks of COVID lockdown and the cupboards are looking fine. I've stocked up on crisp and biscuits and beer and gin and wine. I couldn't get the toilet rolls, the world's gone mad for flour, so I've stockpiled orange Kit Kats, which I'm eating every hour. I don't know how to fill my day other than drinking cups of tea. But you can't drink tea without biscuits. Or maybe you can, and that's just me. I haven't had a proper meal. I'm just grazing through the day. I feel like I'm in training for the sofa to fridge 10K. I seem to be constantly hungry, looking for things to fill my belly. And it appears I can't watch a programme without a snack in front of the telly. I fill my days with online shopping, basically buying crap. And then I have to keep it because there's no shops to take it back. What a world we're living in. When will this be stopping? And how has it become a thing to wipe down all your shopping? I haven't had my nails done. My hair's a bloody mess. And the only time I wear clothes is when we clap for the NHS. I have no clue what day it is. Please don't ask the date. I only know it's 5 o'clock when Bradley's on the chase. It's now week 4 of lockdown. And here's what I observe. I'm not sure of the statistics, but I've definitely fattened this curve. So when we're back to normal and there's no longer a lockdown, because no clothes will fit me, I'll be back to work in my dressing gown.
Happy New Year, we said, not knowing how the world was turning, from parties and hugs and kisses and love to masks and distance and gloves. Through windows we waved, at night we prayed, let them live, let them love, let them breathe again. Clapping and cheering, a nation believing, not long now, not long now, not long. In blue and green, people seen but unseen, tirelessly they work and work. They run, too many, too much, the world out of touch, many blind, deaf, and dumb to the truth. Digital dissonance substitutes distance, trying but not finding connection, dissection of why, oh why, do you not stop all the lies and just listen to their words. We're free, the science, we're free, but so many will never see. The kisses, the love, the laughter, the hugs, Happy New Year, let us hope it will be.
Survival mantra. I'm going to cry when I feel like crying, laugh when I feel like laughing, rage when I feel like raging, despair when I feel like despairing. I'm going to hope when I feel hopeful, be strong when I feel powerful, fight when I feel vengeful, create when I feel meaningful. I will sleep when I feel tired, talk too much when I feel wired, sit around when I feel bored, accept myself for being flawed. I'm going to sulk when I feel bitter, then might smile when I feel better, drink too much when nothing matters, grieve my normal, now in tatters. I'll hold on tight to my old crutches, fill the gaps with fraying patches, breathe in deep when I'm in pieces, not try to iron out the creases. It's wrong, it's right, each day turns tight, around its dance of fight and flight. I'll feel it all, keep in its sight, and bring it all into the light.
This is a poem I wrote after watching an interview with Michael Wilshaw, who used to be head of Ofsted on Channel 4. It's called Heroes. What passing bells for those who die as pigs beneath the knife? 100 1,000 souls, a slaughterhouse of wasted life. Your mind can't take the cruel stupidity, so you retreat to 1917 and call it decorous and sweet. You thank them for their sacrifice. You stand outside your door. You don't explain exactly what their sacrifice was for. You call it unavoidable. You keep them in your prayers, forgetting kinder nations saved so many more of theirs. Turn people into heroes, and it's fine to let them die. A martyr's death is not a thing you need to justify. And now the ratchet crunches, even as the bodies burn, for even now dark forces whisper it's the teacher's turn. There was no plan, no meaning, no excuse for all this pain, no final consolation, no great knowledge we can gain. And in these times, to dodge this fact is harmful to your health. Admit they died for nothing, and in doing, save yourself